Hey Legionnaires, and welcome back with some more Rise of Mordor for you today. And as you can see, we have the glorious Rohan once again, and they are battling to defend the Westfold from Dunland, who are here in force, ready to attack. And this is a great 2v2 that we have set up here. We have 4,000 men on each side, about a very even sort of battle, and we have two Rohan armies against two Dunland armies. It's going to be very interesting. Two factions, obviously Dunland we don't really see very often. Rohan's very new, so it's going to be a very interesting one to see how this one certainly goes down. I'd certainly like to see how these two face each other off. Dunland probably has the better infantry, but Rohan probably has the slightly better cav and can bring more of it usually. So I wouldn't be surprised if we see like one side dominate each theatre. Really, as you can see, Rohan here moving forward with their forces. Sword Thanes getting ready. I hope you guys are enjoying seeing Rise of Mordor. There is obviously going to be a lot of Rise of Mordor at the moment with the new Rohan faction on the way, but I will be doing obviously plenty of other stuff, NCW3, 1212, Rome 2 when possible. When I'm recording this I will also be away, so like uploads will be a little bit intermittent, but it shouldn't be too long until I am back once again. I am just away on holiday, as everyone needs a holiday. But yes, this is a glorious, glorious battle. Sent in by a member of my Discord as well. A Reglin sending in Rise of Mordor replays, Swayze, so it's certainly good to have another one of his replays. If you want to send in replays and compete with him for uploads, then feel free to join. The link is down below in the description for joining the Discord. And yeah, it's a great community, always growing, and definitely worth joining if you want to get involved in some Rise of Mordor action. As you can see now, we've got lots of Yeomen of the Mark over here moving up, and we've also got lots of Rise of Rohan. As Swayze was saying in one of the past videos, that this is sort of like a meta, it's a spam like Rise of Rohan, sort of like cheap archers like Yeomen of the Mark, and what's he also got over here? He's got some, he's got a bit more elite stuff. I think this is might be his, might not be his, but there's a lot of row here, and put it like that, it's a lot of cavalry. I don't know how Dunland's really going to deal with it. Over on this side they've got like dogs and stuff, but it'll certainly be interesting to see how this one goes. There will be probably a lot of slow-mo because it's not the longest of battles, as you can see. You can see Yeomen of the Mark already firing off. I mean, they're going to shoot all these units back here are very, very much unprotected. Very, very vulnerable to arrows. I'll certainly be focusing down these Blood Avengers. Really good shock infantry. Something Rohan doesn't have. Certainly be hitting them as much as possible. Yeah, this one's taking a bit of a pounding to fail. And that's Dunherd Chosen. Definitely want to hit that as well, since they are like even weaker. And here we go, we've got the first clash of infantry about to take place here. And it's going to be the Dunherd swords going in amongst the Sword Thanes, and we'll see how that one takes place. Certainly much more armoured are the Dunherd swords. And looks like the marksman, the Yeomen marks, like Yeomen of the Mark got out. I keep wanting to call them marksmen, but that's not what they are. They're just of the mark. Lots of area to Eastfold coming on over here. It looks like they're going to try and get a charge off on some of this shock infantry. They might be able to do it as well. Champion Reavers here, trying to do their bit, trying to psych out the enemy. Might be able to get a charge off, you never know. It's just who wants to make the first move. Heavy spear cavalrymen against medium, not gonna like against medium shock. Sorry. So I mean, got a chance, but they're gonna look. Ooh, I don't know. They just need to make a move in the end. Yeah, they're just trying to focus this Champion Reavers down. General already been under threat over on this side. Oh yeah, Dunland's had sent his general in. And he's now fighting Knights of the Earl over here. House of the Earl over here. Knights of the House of Earl. This is such a long name. I'm going to just call them Knights of Earl. Earl's Knights. That just sounds kind of depressing. But you can see here Rohan in behind. He's managed to get his cavalry. Here we've got Rise of Rohan. They've got him behind. And they have like... They're going bouncing off all sorts of stuff right now. They're going after tribal hunters, more tribal youths. These guys are going after some really good stuff here. Champion Reavers are winning in this like combat over here, and what we got here, Erling men at arms. These guys, like, which I always see as like the auxiliary, like sort of like Roman auxiliary sort of like look with their like oval shield and spear. They're like doing their bit, trying to support their cavalry. I mean, there's shock infantry in it as well. It's doing a lot of work. We've also got infantry here. Dunherd swords doing their bit. Cavalry in behind, you can see like Rohan is really like making Dunland pay for having a lack of there's not as much cavalry. It's not really his fault though. Knights, these Knights of the House of Earl though are getting like javied to pieces. Really good way probably to counter them is with their heavy armor, probably just javvy them. Over on this side as well, we have the infantry now starting to clash. Blood Avengers going in. These guys are going to rip through these sword thanes, I can imagine, with their axes. I mean, they cannot Like, these guys are like heavy shock infantry, and they're going up against medium swords. Oh, rip for these guys. Yeah. Easy, easy. I mean, they're absolutely focusing down these Blood Avengers on this side, though. These guys are like taking a lot of pounding here. I just realized they increased the size of Blood Avengers. They put them back up to, they put them to 120. Certainly makes Dunland a little bit more strong, put it like that. I guess that's probably something to do with like Rohan coming in. They needed to like kind of buff Dunland a little bit. These Yeomen of the Mark over here, though, they're getting cut down. Rohan's certainly struggling on this flank here. I mean, he's managed to get himself pinned down here, doing a lot of damage, but he needs to support this infantry fight, and which he's losing pretty quickly. He's allowing his cavalry to get pinned down. Don't really want his cavalry to get pinned down. As soon as you get infantry in there to support the cavalry, get the cavalry out. Always a go-to. As you can see, it's such a thin green line now holding this this whole host of Dunland troops back, and there you go. They've actually broken. And over on this side, looks like Rohan's having a little bit more luck, and Dunland actually was the one that made the attack over on this side. Dunland Marauders going in. What's he attacking? Knights of the Mark. Some pretty nasty cav. Yeah, I would not want to mess around with this cav, but he just said in his Dunherd Marauders, like, yeah, sure, I'll do it. Shock infantry here, even though he got focused down, still ripping through these sword thanes. There's a gap in the line here that the general has seen, the other general has seen for Dunland. He can go for all this cavalry, for all those archers if he wants. Not really anything they can do because, I mean, it's a 3v2, and really it should be a 2v2. Because, Rohan should not allow his cav to get pinned down, especially when you have cav majority. You want to use your cav as effective as possible. Yeoman of the Mark here, just getting ripped to shreds, and this sword thing turned around to charge. This is a terrible idea. Never charge cavalry. Just accept that you're going to get charged. It's a better way to go. Over on this side, you can see that it's kind of become really messy. I'm gonna just go as like slow-mo and just like go like a tactical map. You can see like the front line's gone. I'd say that like Dunland's going to win like the infantry fight. I mean, the cavalry fight's still kind of 50-50. There's still some loose Riders of Rohan like knocking about. Really, like over here, Riders of Rohan need to pull out of combat and recharge. To be honest, they do not want to be staying in combat this long. I mean, they are winning, but it's like not the aim. You want to keep the cavalry moving. Keep the cavalry moving. I mean, it is the aim to win, obviously, but you just don't. You keep them moving, especially when like your infantry and other stuff's getting like cut down like these archers. These yeomen of the Mark need to keep moving. Over on this side, general like in a bit of a little bit of trouble. Emma here as well. Could probably get some of these archers if he wanted to. But he's getting focused down. Really is. Rohan's cavalry isn't necessarily got the greatest missile block I've seen. He's getting focused down quite a bit. There you go, and you can see the infantry. Actually, they managed to beat that Blood Avenger. Eventually managed to beat that. I mean, that's a guard of the Golden Horse. Like the most elite spear is here, doing its bit. They look awesome. They really do. They're going in. They're going to get charged now. Surely they're going to get charged. Oh, I thought they would have charged that unit there. It was not set up. They could have charged that and got rid of an elite unit. It looks like Rohan's going to win this side. But then they've lost kind of the other side, so it's going to be really, really close. The cavalry here, though, is a real big loss to Rohan. He's not microed his cav well. He's managed to give himself... Look at this! Javies into the flank, and look at how many Rohirrim have died here. So many, like, majority Rohirrim corpses there as well. Dunland, with, like, much weaker cav here, has done a really good job. I mean, I say much weaker. He's charged shock cav with melee cav, which never usually goes well. They have routed now, and the shock infantry is going to deal with them. I get the cav out. You're just got to get the cav out. Pull it out the way you came. You're good to go. Save some of your elite cav. He's got some really elite spears here. Yeah, the guards of the Golden Hall again going in. They should probably hold for quite a while. They do look awesome. What's in here? We've got cavalry going in. Champion Reaver's doing a really good job. So he's going to come down to the this Isengard army really to not Isengard, this Dunland army to kind of like come over and support his ally. I think his ally may have just about bitten off more than he can chew, being as aggressive as he was. Oh, I don't know. He routed all this cav. He may have a chance. Where's Aemir? Okay, no, Aemir's still back here with more cavalry. So much cavalry for Rohan. It's insane. It really is. Yeah, it seems like this Rohan army over here is kind of just giving in, just throwing in this army. What have they got left? Oh, Aemer's breaking. General's been killed. Yeah, Aemer's been focused down. He's allowed himself to just get focused down, and he's that's probably going to cause a chain rout, I think, for Rohan. I mean, this cavalry's wavering as it goes in. Not the greatest of charges. So only the area to the Eastfold as well. It's not a great shock cav, and that's probably going to cause a chain rout, I think, because well, yeah, they've got like cavalry left. They can just get some rear charges on some of this infantry. Sword Thanes already don't even need that. They're just going to go. So those yeomen of the mark. Oh, they had a chance at Rohan. They really had a chance. They just hadn't let Aemir just get focused down. They probably would have been fine. Please don't tell me that the Westfold's going to fall once again to the angry men of Dunland. Yeah, these guys starting to lose now. Losing decisively. Yeah, look at this. Morale is just dropping. And the cavalry coming in. There's still got some really healthy Reavers, like champion Reavers as well. That's sad to see. They really did not deal with these this cavalry that well. Imagine being Rohan and not being able to deal with opponent's cav. That is just... That just sucks to be, really. And there you go. A Pyrrhic victory for Dunland with their new nice emblem. I really like that emblem. So we'll end the replay and have a look at some of the end results quickly. Yeah, this was fought by Dance and Zwayze, who were playing as the Dunland tribes. They did a really good job. Both very experienced players. Yeah, ACG here was a Zwayze. Did a really good job with his like cavalry. I mean, yeah, and his like even his Dunherd Chosens like did really well. And yeah, we'll quickly go over some of the unit kills. So we've got 203 kills for his Dunherd swords. His general like got focused down. Poor guy. 206 kills for these Dunherd Chosen. Did a pretty good job. 234 for the Blood Avengers. 297 for this one over here. Did really well with his shock infantry. His Reavers did okay. Or they did pretty well actually. 122, 143 did really well, and both very healthy still. And his Wolf's Tamer is getting 115 kills, very nice. And we got Cuppa here, who was playing as the other Dunland tribes. His general nearly dead. I don't know if he actually did die. 264 kills. Dunherd Swords 107, 142. Shock infantry, which certainly did not do as well as Cuppa, still did really well. 129, 166. His archers did okay, but nothing like major. I think they were the ones that focused down Aemir in the end. And yeah, he's just sending his Dunherd Marauders, and they just kind of pinned down so much cavalry. When there was like, they just didn't need, like, most of the Rohan cav could have pulled out. Champion Reavers here got 114 kills, so that was very good. Then we have, I don't know, 101, who's playing as Rohan. Theoden as his general, 105 kills before he died. 107 with his Sword Thanes here, not too bad. His Men-at-Arms only getting 21 kills. His Yeoman of the Mark getting 48 kills, 79 kills, not too bad, but nothing amazing. And his Cavalry spammed out these Riders of Rohan, which is not a bad idea. They are pretty good for their money. 247 is not bad, but the other ones, yeah, not so great. And then his Knights of the House of Earl, 177, 352, some really good kills there. This is going to be a common theme though with Rohan. You're going to see some really good kills with the elite cav. Then we have Tomiyar here playing as the other Rohan army with Aemir. Got his general focused down, 99 kills unfortunately. His swords, nothing amazing, 79. The best one is Elite Spears, did okay, did rout a few things. 107 kills there with the Guard of the Golden Hall. His archers, yes, 78, the best one there. And his cavalry, again, a mixed bag, really. The best one actually getting 164 was Arid of the Eastfold. But, I mean, he allowed a lot of his Knights of the Mark to get charged down. And his Knights of the House of Earl, like, they allowed them to get charged down. And didn't get that shock, like, charge themselves, which should have easily won in that fight otherwise. But, yeah, getting 82 kills with the Knights of the House of Earl and, like, 45 with the Knights of the Mark, which are really expensive, so it's kind of a bit of a waste. But there you go, guys. That is the battle today. I hope you enjoyed. If you did, do remember to leave a like, subscribe if you're around here, and a comment to show your support. And until next time, Legionnaires, I will see you in the next one. Bye for now.